The world dissolved into chaos, not with a bang, but a silent whisper. One moment, bustling streets filled with life and laughter. The next, an eerie silence. Cars collided, their drivers vanished. Planes plummeted from the sky. Among the vanished, familiar faces, Natasha Romanoff, her fiery hair no longer visible in the crowd. Clint Barton, his bow falling limp, arrows scattering on the ground. The world was missing its heroes.
Peter Parker gasped for air, his spider sense screaming. He was back, but where was everyone? The last thing he remembered was fading in Tony Stark's arms. The grief hit him like a physical blow. Shadows crept in, filling the void left by the vanished. Desperation and despair took root, shattering the remnants of normalcy. Darkness became the new reality, a world haunted by its own emptiness.
Across the globe, the same scene unfolded. Confusion reigned. The vanished were back. But the cost? The other half, those who had rebuilt, were gone. A cruel twist of fate. Wakanda, once a beacon of hope, now mirrored the world's despair. Okoye, her eyes filled with disbelief, watched as T'Challa materialized. Joy warred with sorrow. Her king was alive, but at what cost?
Tony Stark, his face etched with exhaustion, watched the news reports. He saw Steve Rogers standing amidst the chaos in New York. They had more in common than ever before. Both had lost so much.
The Avengers reassembled, a somber reunion. The joy of seeing their fallen comrades was overshadowed by immense loss. They were not whole, they never would be.
We defeated Thanos once, but at a terrible cost. Now we must face him again. His eyes, usually filled with thunderous energy, were dim with sorrow.
They knew what they had to do. Thanos had used the Infinity Stones twice. He would be vulnerable. It was a small window of opportunity, but it was all they had.
Doctor Strange, his gaze piercing the veil of reality, saw a path. A dangerous path fraught with uncertainty, but a path nonetheless. "We can use the stones," he stated, his voice echoing with otherworldly power.
To what end? Tony challenged, his voice raw with emotion. The memories of Peter's death were still fresh. He couldn't bear to lose anyone else.
"To restore balance," Strange replied. "To bring back those we lost. Thanos' actions have created a cosmic imbalance. We can use his own weapon against him."
Section 5. The Mad Titans return. Thanos, weakened but still formidable, sensed the stone's call. He had anticipated their attempt to reverse his work. He would not allow it. His will was law. He waited on the desolate planet, the garden, a barren wasteland reflecting the emptiness in his soul. This time, he would be ready for them. This time, his victory would be absolute. He could feel their approach, a ripple in the fabric of reality. The Avengers were coming, and this time, they brought the fight to him.
The battle raged.
Iron Man, his suit thrumming with power, fought with the fury of a man possessed.
Thor, wielding Stormbreaker, unleashed thunderous blows upon Thanos.
Captain America, his shield-deflecting energy blasts, fought with the unwavering determination of a soldier.
Each blow was for the fallen, for Natasha, for Sam, for a world on the brink.
Spider-Man, his movements a blur, swung through the chaos. He had a second chance, and he wouldn't waste it. This time, he would protect his mentor. He would avenge his fallen comrades.
The tide turned.
Doctor Strange, using the Time Stone, created a temporal loop, trapping Thanos in an endless cycle of defeat. It was a desperate gamble, one that could cost Strange his life.
Black Panther, with the agility of a panther, maneuvered through the battlefield, delivering the final blow. He plunged his vibranium claws into the Infinity Gauntlet, disrupting its power.
Thanos roared in defiance, but it was too late. The Infinity Stones were free. The power to reverse the snap was within their grasp, but at a terrible price. The world held its breath. The Infinity Stones pulsed with unimaginable energy, and then, with a blinding flash of light, it was over. The world was whole again. But the scars remained. The cost of victory weighed heavily upon them.
Tony Stark, his face etched with exhaustion, collapsed. He had given everything to save the universe. Now, he was spent.
As his eyes fluttered closed, he saw them. Peter, Natasha, everyone he had lost. They were at peace, and so was he.
The world began to rebuild. The missing were back, but the world they returned to was different. The memories of loss, the pain of absence lingered.
The Avengers, forever changed by their ordeal, vowed to protect the peace they had fought so hard to achieve. They knew that the universe was a fragile thing, easily shattered.
Their journey was far from over. But for now, they had hope. Hope for a brighter future. A future where the universe would never again face such darkness. A future they would build together,